everybody, Web3 DAO NFT fans. Welcome to another episode of the DAO Envelop podcast. If you are a Foxy lover, and as for me, I'm a Foxy lover, these tricky, lovely animals, you will absolutely enjoy this episodes because I'm having Anna Stoilova. She's the co-founder of RogueFoxGuild, and this is play-to-earn game regarding Foxys, NFT, tricky rock, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be a very interesting episode. Anna, it's great to have you on. Thanks for joining our podcast.
Thank you for having me, Eugene. That's great intro. Thank you.
Absolutely. So let's start with your personal story. I do understand, maybe that's my hypothesis, why Foxys? Is the Foxys a sort of alter ego of you, of your sub personality? I'm joking, but why this and why not rabbits? Why not elephants?
Well, listen, foxes are cool animals. They're perfect rogues, like they like to scavenge. They're a little bit cheeky. So our choice of foxes was based on that. We want a different type of hero, an interesting and a little bit cheeky type of hero.
Absolutely. Let's start with this story in Web3. How did you get into the web blockchain space? How did you start? And what have you already done apart from RogueFoxGuild and with the RogueFoxGuild?
Yeah, definitely. So I actually started back 2021. I was really excited at the Web3 space for two main reasons. One, of course, is decentralization, right? That you can finally cut the middleman for finance, of course, and as well as creativity and projects in general, such as games. But the second one is also community. I really like the fact that it's all about community. It's all about building communities and partnerships together. So it really felt way more collaborative and way more industry for the people rather than for the corporations, right? So this was my main reasons of starting out in Web3. Me and the co-founders of RogueFoxGuild, we sat down, we thought, okay, what are the things that we want to build? And definitely NFT gaming was definitely one of our key areas where we can combine our expertise in marketing, in startups, in game development and arts. So this was a perfect choice for us, as well as our dream to create a game, but also to create a community around it, to create a game where the players would be owning their NFTs and their characters in game. This was very exciting and very important to us to start with. Now on my journeys, of course, I've seen a lot of projects. I've worked as an advisor for some and a consultant for others. And yeah, I'm excited at the whole market, bear market or not. I'm a true believer in what's coming next.
That's amazing. I love your passion. It seems that you've been doing with your team what you really love. What excites you most in Web3 space? Because Web3, there's a lot of values are in this space. And what are you most passionate about with this decentralized internet?
Yeah, so what excites me is definitely the ownership for the people, right? And cutting the middleman. Now, you look at, for example, the big five, two of them, right? Apple and Google. Do you know how much mobile apps, the markets that they have, such a huge share? I mean, they get a cut of everything. And that will be okay if there were more players and it's more decentralized, but really for the big tech, it's only they're the gatekeepers to everything. So this was really something that I did in a previous startup, actually, to work around data privacy, around monetization of data for the people, how we can benefit from what we're doing online, from our digital identities. But in terms of gaming, we can benefit from our gameplay. This is super exciting. So that's my top value, is really decentralization and power back to the people.
Absolutely agree with you, because these monstrous giants like Facebook and Google and so on and so forth, 20 years ago, we had none of them. We didn't even imagine that we would get such a big centralized Web2 internet. And a lot of people have been looking still for these giants, and maybe they are looking into the Web3 space and thinking, should I join there? Should not I join there? What would you recommend for these people who still work in Web2 realm? Would you recommend them to join Web3 movement as soon as possible? Because this is the next stage of the evolution of the internet. We might be a killer of Web2 in next 10 or 20 years, I would say.
Yeah, in my mind, the corporations, even if they wanted, they probably can't move in Web3 successfully. Why? Because they're just not used to this mentality. They're not used to profit sharing. There is the example for you. Facebook is trying to launch Meta, right? I mean, they're Meta in name, but are they really metaverse oriented? Are they really Web3? Well, getting a large percent of the creators cuts, essentially, I don't know, up to 50%, I heard. It's not a confirmed figure, but what I heard is that it's a giant percentage of revenue, of commission that they're getting from any digital products that we put in their platform. So this is not decentralized. This is very centralized. And because they have a lot of profits, they have to keep turning profits. Are they ever going to make this and give more money back to the people? It's difficult. It is difficult to say as well, but my opinion is that it's unlikely.
Absolutely, and we will see, of course. I think definitely we'll have a sort of coexisting of Web2 large corporations trying to siphon money from the users and a Web2 realm, and the Web3 developing amazing where millions of flowers are blossoming, like one of Chinese politician in the past was saying. Okay, let's dive into play to earn. You know, I talked to a lot of people in play to earn because we are focused on NFT, and play to earn is one of the main realm where NFT are widely used. A lot of people, the main critique which they give into the play to earn side is that play to earn is more 90% about earning money by going into a job Web3, not by playing for emotions. Do you agree with that? How would you answer such a critique? What's your opinion on that?
I'll tell you something. Play to earn is exactly that. And play to earn might be even dead. It's exactly that. So that's probably something that you didn't expect me to say, but play to earn, it says in the name, it's exactly what you said there. Now, what has happened in the past couple of years, play to earn has come to term with Axie Infinity, the biggest game out there. They had a great start. They did help some people in Philippines, many people. But the problem is exactly that. It doesn't provide sustainable economy. If people are not really playing, right? They're not really playing. It's masked on the play, but actually they're going there just to earn. And this is not sustainable. Now, the new generation of games, of Web3 blockchain gaming, there was a term called play and earn, which is another, so that in that way, you're shifting from actually earning into, you come to play first, and then you monetize your experience on top. There are other newer terms around, okay, maybe we should even drop that. And just the fact that it's a blockchain game, yes, there will be some potential for earning. But in my mind, what we're building anyway in RogueFoxGuild is that the play element should be first and foremost. This is very important. And it's something that's, a lot of people do not make the distinction. So yes, when they criticize play to earn, I agree with all of that. But the next thing, the industry is going in a direction that is going to be games that are fun and engaging first, and there will be some monetization element, but that will only come as a secondary thing. So the main thing would be to actually play and have fun. And what players have been doing for many years, there are 3 billion players on the planet. So they're playing, right? This is nothing new. So, yeah.
Yeah, he will have to play. And you have absolutely convinced me to use the term play and earn. And to separate it, I will be more carefully listening to what people are saying in Web3. If they say play to earn, I will admit that, okay, they are talking about earning money. And if you say play and earn, it means they are most conscious and they are building a game first, than money. Okay, let's start a dive into the RogueFoxGuild. What is RogueFoxGuild beyond the simply play and earn, how to play, how to earn, and how did you come up with this idea? Tell us the story of RogueFoxGuild.
Yeah, so RogueFoxGuild is a post-apocalyptic multiplayer action RPG game, meaning action role-playing game. So you play as a scrappy fox, you roam in the barren lands, you quest around with your friends, right? It's very much multiplayer, and you earn by completing quests. These could be fighting bosses or explorational quests. So you earn those items that you can then choose to trade on a marketplace for tokens, right? This is monetization, or you can keep those items and level up and go on another quest. So you earn even more. So you choose, it's up to the player. But the point is that, yeah, it's very much an adventure storytelling and art-driven experience as well, where, yeah, it's about having fun. It's about exploring the world. And yeah, the monetization happens by selling the items that you find if you want to. There's also a social hub in every area of the barren lands. In that social hub, you can socialize with friends, chat, talk, relax in your house that you can own as well as an NFT, or even have a little garden or something. So yeah, there is a lot of potential in the social hub as well to have fun. But yeah, there is mainly the questing is the main mechanic of the game.
Okay, briefly about RogueFoxGuild team, core team members. They are all on the website. The link is in the description. What is roadmap? What are your plans to the end of 2022?
Yeah, the roadmap, that's a great question, because this is probably the biggest question mark in for games in general. What's happening at the moment is, yes, there are quite a lot of the industry starting to boom. So there is a lot of development happening as we speak. Now, to do a game of high quality, this is not a simple or easy endeavor. So I just want to clarify that. Yeah, that's what's been happening in the past few months, that there are a lot of promises have been made by companies to deliver, but the reality is, if something takes just a month, right, it's just impossible. Probably it's a rug pull, meaning that probably that project over promises and is difficult to deliver. So everyone in the industry knows that a good game is normally years in the making. Now, of course, that's what we've planned around the fact that, yeah, we need to develop the quality game. It's going to take about a year or so, but we will deliver parts of the game before. So in short, our roadmap is to deliver an alpha, essentially is now in development. So that's by mid-August. So we'll have the social hub and we have multiplayer experience in August. Then we're delivering a small beta in September, where you'll be able to play some mini games in the social hub. And then the final public release of the full game is scheduled for Q1 of 2023. So this will include the full questing, storylines, and all of the core game, which is the bulk of the work. But we will be releasing alphas, obviously, this quarter, way before then, so people will be able to play. Now, we have an MVP already, where on our website, which is roguefoxguild.com, people can log in with their NFTs, they can see the map, they can explore they can see their character in full body. So that's already live, and it's super exciting. And yeah, people can check it in today. Especially if they have an NFT, then they'll be able to see their fox in full body as well.
Well, if I explore it correctly before the recording, RogueFoxGuild is based on the collectibles, NFT collectibles. Am I correct or not? And how specifically NFTs are utilized into the game?
Yeah, definitely. Great question. So yeah, for those that don't know a lot about NFTs, I don't know about your audience. NFTs are obviously non-fungible tokens. They can be bought on secondary markets like OpenSea. In most cases, companies like our offer minting of those NFTs at specific times, right? So we have previously minted about 600 NFTs. So our customers, our users have minted 600 themselves. And with those NFTs, yes, they can log it into the game. They have extreme benefits in play, right? So normally when you play with a standard orange Foxy that is very plain, there is nothing, no accessories, nothing like that. If you mint an NFTs, you have hats, you have jewelry, you have different eye accessories, and all of these elements would help you in the game as well. So there will be extra bonuses if you do play with that NFT character. But the game is free to play, so you don't need an NFT to play it. So absolutely you can join in, just go in and play. But if you do have an NFT, you have various interesting avatars, and more importantly, you have various benefits in the game. So that's how it works with the NFTs. And the collection that we have, and the collection that we have been minting, is called the Genesis NFT collection. It's going to be the most powerful and the first and most powerful, which is standard in NFTs as well, that we will be doing airdrops. We'll be giving some rewards for those holders as well. And already we've included some utility as well. One of our co-founders' courses in game development and web development as well are included for those that hold NFTs as well. So that's kind of a nice additional utility.
Well, I'd love to ask you about sort of sophisticated question about the concept of smart NFT or NFT 2.0. I don't know if you are familiar with that. A lot of stuff is being discussed about this concept recently. And what does it mean? The simple NFT as we know them, and token related to the picture or Sam JPEG. It's called, I would say, NFT 2.0 version 1.0. It's simple, the pointer of an asset. And what is smart NFT or NFT 2.0? This is a combination of the set of another features. We take an NFT, we may put a fungible tokens inside, would give us predictable price because the fungible tokens are inside. Then another set of features such as time logs, events log, royalties, rental mechanic, and so on and so forth. And it all leads to dozens of use cases, especially in play to earn. For example, rental or non-pledge rental mechanics. So I may come, I may rent NFT I want to play, and I have no to present the pledge, and the NFT owner is not care about will it lost NFT or it. So this makes a lot of new opportunities. What are your main thoughts on that concept of this smart NFT or dynamic NFT or NFT 2.0? Would it be useful for RogueFoxGuild or another good play to earn games who will met in the future? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the term 2.0, actually, I don't know what's the difference that much, because NFTs have had this ability for a while. So I love what you just said. For example, one term is called staking, where holding an NFT gives you that fungible token that you said. So this is something that we are planning to implement ourselves in the next few months. But we'll be launching a fungible token for that reason as well, to give extra rewards to the NFT holders. And that's really what it means, is that you can hold an NFT and keep getting some additional benefits and additional tokens as well. So in our case, we're calling it Foxy Peso. Everyone loves the name. So yeah, definitely that's super cool. Looking forward to launching that. But just for the other elements of NFTs being changeable, like you said, there is some mechanics around, you can breed them, you can change their characteristics. So all these kind of interesting options have already been in the market for a few months, and they're very exciting for sure, that users would be able to mix two together, or or have a little pet to join the original characters. So yeah, NFTs have never been just a static image, right? Write and save as. NFTs have always been more like a movable entity that unlocks certain rewards for you, but can also change. So it does depend on how they're made. But from what I know, there are also various tools out there that can help the creators of NFTs as well to add these functionalities to the existing NFTs. In our case, we do everything from scratch. So whatever we do, we'll be creating this internally, most likely.
I absolutely agree. This is amazing that we are in the cutting edge of all the events which are taking place for now. We do see how it is being developed. So with great velocity. I'm absolutely excited with the concept of non-fungible tokens because every student lawyer knows that our world consists of the vast majority of non-fungible things, because the vast majority of things we do observe around us in the physical world or in the digital world are unique items. And this means that NFT as a tool which lives in the blockchain, and we may own it, we may transfer without any middleman, like you said in the beginning. It's amazing. It means that every unique thing in the world, in physical world, in digital world especially, may be and will be pointed, will be connected, so will be represented as an NFT. And that's unleashes an amazing potential I even do not can try to realize. What are your thoughts on the future of NFT, how it could change the world in upcoming 5 or 10 years, what we will see?
Absolutely. So I think the main thing here is for NFTs to become, in my opinion, they will become the future, right? They will be so integrated with everything that we do. The idea that, you know, you have an NFT, you own something, right? It's going to be the foundations of everything we have in terms of digital ownership. But the key thing for me is also we need to drop the terminology, right? It just needs to be so seamless for the end users, for, I don't know, our grandparents, our mothers, our grandparents to understand and use. It needs to be very simple. So dropping the methodology, not talking about this in 3-letter acronyms, but just really having this as a just so seamless and so trivial that you don't even talk about it. It's just going to be a thing. It's just going to be so integrated with our digital lives that it's not going to be just like a specific area of society just talking about NFTs. And like you said, we are on the cutting edge, but we are going towards mainstream. And what that means is that you stop talking about the technology as much as you talk about the benefit that it's delivered, and you take it for granted. That's where you've reached a mainstream. And I think NFTs are on the way of getting there.
Absolutely agree. And thank you for mentioning mothers and grandmothers, because this is a very big issue to onboard not so old people, but traditional users from Web 2 to Web 3. It is one problem. And the biggest problem is to explain this simple thing. And I would consider NFT as the simplest building block of Web 3 to the people from the old generation. I don't know, did you ever try to do that, to explain how to explain NFT to my grandmother? I wouldn't even try to do that. But nevertheless, my question, what I'm trying to say, how to suggest people to learn about Web3? Is play to earn gaming or play and earn gaming and dealing with NFT is the best way to first touching this building blocks, to first touching this Web3? And what are your suggestions? How to learn Web3? How to go in mainstream by learning?
Yeah, so how do you learn? Obviously, there is a lot of resources online. There are also a lot of scams online as well. I need to say, do be careful. Don't click on links from sources that you don't know. So it's very important to know that. And there is a lot of impersonators as well. Impersonators that claim to be influencers and have been in the space for a while. So always just make sure that, you know, you have multiple sources and do your research on that. But I think the best thing to do is definitely to join some communities as well of like-minded individuals. And I think one way is to learn together. Depends if you're an extrovert or an introvert type of person, but if you do like to share your experience and talk to other people, there are many communities online that are learning together. If you're more of an introvert and maybe you want to do your own research, yeah, there are quite a few resources online. I would say avoid more technical resources and just focus on blogs and vlogs that actually talk in simple language if you're just starting out specifically, because yeah, those are the tools for me that would really educate the people that are just starting out. It's never about the technology, it's about making the technology usable.
I'm a firm believer that if you were able to learn Instagram or Facebook or any social media widespread, it's not so hard to learn Web3, because it's getting very simplified by gaming, by the way, because starting to play their game is the first easy step to touch this Web3. And final question, Sana, for you. You talk about community. How big is RogueFoxGuild community for now, and how to join this community, how to start playing this game?
Yeah, definitely. Let's go. Yeah. So we've got 10K community across socials, and 3.5 of them are in Discord, which is the best place for our community. It's very friendly and very organic, right? So we build this very nicely from scratch. No bots, nothing like that. And you can join on essentially discord.gg/RogueFoxGuild game. Or go on our website, RogueFoxGuild.com, and you see a link there. And yeah, in our community, there are daily gaming sessions, people playing together, and very supportive. And actually, if you have any questions about NFTs, people would be more than happy to answer even the most basic questions. So yeah, that's a good place to start, I would say.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Anna. It's been one of the easiest and softest episodes, non-technical episode of the Envelop podcast. We talk about NFTs as a new reality we deal with, especially in play and earn game. I'm learning to say this. Thank you very much, firstly, for this advice. Play and earn gaming. This has been Envelop podcast episode. Anna Stoilova, the co-founder of RogueFoxGuild, play and earn roguelike adventure game and YouTube Captain MC. Thank you for watching and listening. Please like, share, subscribe, join RogueFoxGuild, and do not forget to be subscribed on our YouTube channel. Stay tuned in our Telegram chat. Ask the questions. We deliver you podcasts with unique content and unique Web3 professionals on a weekly basis. Thank you very much, Anna, and stay tuned for next episode of the Envelop podcast. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Blockchain. BLOCK chain. Digital money, smart contracts, NFT, IDO, decentralization, transparency. So many opportunities, but so many challenges. Some financial manipulators, by their actions, confuse blockchain solutions and block their development. The idea that the blockchain should bring copyright and royalties protection to the next level is quite old, but the realizations of these ideas are not perfect at all. There is another problem of determining the value of a particular cryptocurrency or NFT. These and other problems need to be solved. Fortunately, the blockchain infrastructure is evolving. My name is E, Mr. E, and I represent the Envelop project. Many things have already been invented in the blockchain today. Tokens, smart contracts, platforms for creating your own coins, NFTs, exchanges for buying, selling, and exchanging all these blockchain resources. Envelop is another step in the development of crypto technologies. The protocol that works with NFT and cryptocurrencies. The idea is simple but disruptive. Let's assume you have an NFT, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Using the Envelop protocol, you can wrap the original NFT accompanied with several tokens. Technically, you get a similar NFT, but what is the breakthrough here? Once wrapped, the token has a number of additional features that were not available before. The minimal cost appears. It is provided with coins wrapped together with NFT. An asset wrapped with Envelop has a number of properties that allow the original author to receive royalties from the resale of that asset. Various rules can be applied to the wrapped token. For example, a lock period for unwrapping. It secures the asset till the determined moment or safeguards it from speculation during the hype period. At the same time, wrapped tokens can be transferred and traded. These are just some of the scenarios for using Envelop. NFTs become more popular, and the tools provided by Envelop expand the opportunities of NFTs utilization. Wide application possibilities are achieved due to the fact that, in addition to the protocol, the project includes a number of subsystems. The protocol provides functions wrapping and unwrapping. Oracle Mechanics provides asset valuation using analytical algorithms. Index provides a summary assessment of several NFT assets with the common criteria. The project has its own token, which connects all elements of the system. Altogether, this is Envelop, a tool in the blockchain world for building modern and secure systems in various fields. Find more info about the project on the website. Envelop. Make your NFT valuable. Just practical, no hype.